Good afternoon, Tony, and the rest of the IELE class. I am currently on the last day in the afternoon deciding to create a screencast. That Novio is a great product, but I had so many things I wanted to talk and show about that just didn't seem to work within that platform. So this has been a great class. Really enjoyed all the things that I learned. Learned that I'm not doing too badly in integrating some technology, but wanted to show you some of the things that I really enjoyed and felt like I learned a lot from. So let's see if I can pick out the right one. I wanted to start with I do have a poster here somewhere. I wanted to start with my poster on how I actually kind of have my classroom run. So the digital age classroom in my room runs kind of like so, as it's coming up. And it allows me a chance to be able to really give the kids a feeling of this is what you do. You get sanitizer, you get into your computers and log on, you do with your passwords. And we talk a lot about digital citizenship, but this was good for me because it made me feel like as others were putting theirs together and stuff that I was doing a good job. This is what I do all the time anyway. Back to some of these other drawings. This was the learning styles, which I actually kind of based my transformation statement on because it really opened my eyes to, and I know there's actually more updated learning styles where there's like 7 of them and it's on my portfolio in that way also, but technology can use all of these things. It was really eye-opening to me, and I really enjoyed being able to research further beyond what we were actually being taught, and see how these could actually help. And I kind of created and my own resources, and I put those in the portfolio also of how these different learning styles can be used and really accentuated to help all the different learning styles. The other drawings are my proponent. I am obviously in favor of online education. I think that it's one of the ways that we can make sure that we're utilizing our teachers in the best ways that they can and getting to those students as they are out there and need us. The technology integration strategies, I don't have it right here, but I really like the standards where you can either replace them or get all the way up to the point where you are actually using technology to help expand the students' critical thinking and the ability to create and to find answers and to, in that way, create more questions and just expound their learning in that way. Then, let's see, we did a digital citizenship project, and I pulled a lesson that I've done before on evaluating web pages, and that is in here somewhere. It's actually probably more of a one that I pulled from UEN, and that was really fun to be able to pull that back up again and refresh the project and then use it within my classes. By about week 4, we were talking about our integration projects, though. So I spoke with Tony about possibly doing a 4th grade county brochure. And this was the template that I used. And then I outlined how I was going to be teaching this to the 4th grade class. The teachers at my school had never done anything like this. They were excited to be able to take their learning from the different counties. And since they didn't learn individually, they're not being given a county like some other schools are, this allowed them to be able to expound their knowledge and learn about a particular county. And you know, in 4th grade, you're going to remember certain things, and you're going to remember when you hear about, Juab County down the road, hey, that was my county. And so this is something that will stick, and it creates such a nice finished product when they're complete. As part of another class, and I included it to be able to help these students, was to create a Wonderopolis type style of pages to help my students be able to get all the template done and all the information that they needed to do. So I included that in my portfolio also, but I just like it mostly because of the pretty pictures. And then some of the things that we talked about was I'm having a brain freeze. how our classrooms are changing and evolving. And I created this Adobe Spark video that talks about how this is what our classrooms used to look like, but now this is what they're looking like, and that we need to actually change and adjust our technology and use the technology to make teaching easier, in regards particularly for this one in writing. I think this is one of our discussion responses that I really enjoyed and enjoyed researching and doing some projects in this way. Also really enjoyed HyperDocs. I use HyperDocs every day, and I didn't even realize I was being so good about it. The HyperDoc that I use every day is an follow instruction for my first and second graders. As my third graders learn how to log on better, then they are transitioned to Classroom. But my follow instructions HyperDoc is real time. I can change something if things aren't working quite right. I can get right on, and my kids learn as they're not reading yet, though, that they know they do things in order, and they are able to get through what I would like them to do without trying to find them in a hard web page. In my flipped learning, I did some scratch instructions, and instead of standing in front and telling them how to do particular things, I actually used a scratch video, and that was a lot of fun to do. And I introduced some things in the USET conference that was really a lot of fun. I wanted to show, though, real quickly, some finished product of the fourth grade county project and the integration. And here, this just has turned out so great. I've actually given the students one more week because they want to polish things up. This is one, out of 120. I probably have 80 of them done at this point. So enough to be able to accomplish the project and to really see what I could change and the reflections that I have on that. And overall, a really great experience, allowing me to be able to use a lot of the things that I already do, but fine-tune them, and most importantly, to see what other people are doing. That has really helped. Sometimes when I didn't quite understand a topic or what exactly they were asking, all I would need to do is go and look at somebody's comments on their discussion and go, oh, I see what they're trying to say here. Now what do I feel about this? So it was very helpful. And have a great spring break, the rest of everyone.